top of his head.
So I don't really know a lot about TBONE2004, so let's talk about him. Mainly his terrible rant on the coronavirus. I'm not covering this wormhole that he's managed to get himself into because I'm mainly focusing on his video. And that reason is because I don't know enough about the situation, if I'm entirely honest. And no, this isn't gonna be pretty. I'm gonna be really criticizing this video. Keep in mind that I'm totally open to criticism myself and won't flip out that if you give me any. With that, let's get into it. Whoa, that's quite an intro you've got there. I've never liked those types of intros, they're just too obnoxious for me. And thank you for saving me the trouble of having to go over this.
You know what I absolutely, totally, and justifiably cannot stand? The coronavirus.
Oh yeah, I'd bet you that hatred's completely exclusive to you and you alone there, T-Bone. Also, I watched this at max volume with headphones on, and that clip I played was only 50% volume.
Everywhere you go today, coronavirus. Go to the gas station, coronavirus. Go to the grocery store, coronavirus. Go to the airport, subway, train station, any public place, coronavirus. Even on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. The goddamn motherfucking coronavirus.
Well, yes, the world is overreacting to the coronavirus. It is still a major outbreak, and people should talk about it. Also, you are kind of contradicting yourself by making this video. You're mad that people are talking about the coronavirus on YouTube, but here you are talking about the coronavirus on YouTube. And about your public places coronavirus point, well, if you were isolating like a good boy, you wouldn't have to hear it, would you?
I'm breaking a promise of 12 years because the coronavirus has become such a huge problem that I need to rant on this.
There are better ways to vent, you know, Cupcake. But breaking a promise and making a YouTube video just over this sickness that has gotten on your nerves a bit is a bit, well, pretty funny to me. But it was a huge waste of time for you because all you managed to do was break a promise and people have now done commentaries on you. From what I hear, you don't take criticism very well, so all you've done is drag your name through the mud. Yeah, next time just unlist the video or something like that.
The news and the media constantly running stories about the coronavirus. Advertisements telling you to go out and buy surgical masks. Tabloid headlines threatening the end of the world. Whatever! It's causing a
If you got through that without your ears exploding, well then I congratulate you. T-Bone, you do realize this is like what the market does all the time? They take advantage of a situation and try and turn it into their favor by making people buy their product. If you have a problem with it now, then you should always have a problem with it. And also, your voice is really annoying. And that's coming from me, for God's sake.
It's causing a massive panic attack! It's driving people to do the stupidest, most retarded things I have ever seen!
What, you mean like making a rant on the virus just because it's slightly annoying and causing people to do stupid actions? Jeez, that is sad. I wonder how many people are doing that because of the virus. Oh wait, it's you.
My question to you, endearing and wonderful dumbasses, is this. Why are you doing this shit now?
You know, because it's nothing to do with that virus that's going around. Oh wait, there's a virus going around? Jeez, what is it? Oh, it's not what's causing them to buy toilet paper and all the other stuff? I see. Oh, so nobody's reacting to this pandemic? And, they're just being stupid for being stupid's sake? No, seriously. They're doing it because of, you know, the subject that you're covering?
Getting Costco because you're so blind to the fact that the virus is no different than West Nile, H1N1, Ebola, pig flu, bird flu, chicken flu, mad cow disease, whatever fucking old McDonald sickness the CDC and the World Health Organization tells you not to panic about.
Because we certainly shouldn't panic over a disease that's killed thousands of people. Again, I agree they're overreacting, but there should be a reaction.
Your body is stronger than you think. In the immortal words of George Carlin, God rest his beautiful yet angry soul, What do you think you have an immune system for?
Because that works 100% of the time and never fails to let a virus get through, and cause significant damage and maybe even kill you. Oh wait, it does.
Your immune system is going to whip out the yaller horns and completely wipe the virus out before they can even get that mercy rule activated.
Do you not know how the immune system works? It can only really take out a virus if it knows how to beat it, which it doesn't with corona.
Please, ask questions regarding the coronavirus and what you can do to protect yourself.
You went from complaining about people overreacting to the coronavirus to complaining about people not doing enough so fast that I can barely keep up with it. Be consistent, damn it. Put some pride in your work, for God's sake.
But if this is what 2020 has to offer us so far, I'm wondering what the next 9 years have to offer.
Since when has the quality of a certain year ever affected the quality of others? They usually stand on their own, with the exception of wars. The years aren't usually that consistent. I mean, take a look at the 1920s America, for example. You have the great economic boom and things working really well for you, and then you get the Wall Street crash the very next year after 1928. Everything seemed so well, and then it wasn't. Dang it, the outro is just as obnoxious. Now I'm handing over to the blind bard, who's going to talk about some of T-Bone's behaviors.
Thanks, Fractured Light. It's good to be here in the virtual studio with you. Well, what can I say about TBONE2004 that hasn't already been said or covered in a commentary or rant? For those who aren't already in the know, TBONE2004 is what we in the industry call an old school ranter, and boy does it show, as he is definitely a product of his time, even with his current content as you've already witnessed in this commentary. However, I'm not here to talk so much about T-Bone's content, but rather my experiences working with him. If T-Bone somehow manages to find this video, and I'm pretty sure he will, please note that I am not here to attack, bully, challenge, or incite, but rather share my personal experiences working with TBONE2004, as he exhibits a lot of personal issues that went mostly unresolved. While working closely with T-Bone on his Illogical podcast, a tie-in to his illogical ranting, his utter lack of communication with me and leaving me in the dark stood out the most, only because it led to a lot of animosity towards me while working on the project as both his audio engineer and editor. While I will not get into the specifics, I can safely say that T-Bone exhibits a massive superiority complex and backpedals whenever he is criticized over the quality of his content. This is especially evident when both Doodletones and Space Guru 5 did second-degree commentaries on T-Bone's commentary on T-Moss links on the description below, where T-Bone not only panicked over them, but also tried to reach out to both Doodletones and Space Guru to try to back up his claims, despite the many issues presented in his initial commentary. This is largely due to T-Bone's massive ego, making it almost impossible for him to handle criticism of any form presented in commentaries much like this one. And he wonders why he's been put in the sidelines in the commentary community so many times before. I would say more on the subject, but it would be enough for a separate video on my channel. With that, leave a comment down below, and if you liked what we had to say in this video, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell for all the latest updates on this channel. This is the Blind Bard, signing off.
I'd like to give a thank you to the blind bard for helping me out with this video. And the moral of the story is, don't be a moron.